So if I was to try to keep to, not say tradition, to keep to what it is that I'm trying to do, then I will tell stories. Story time at Joshua Tree. I always, with an emphasis on the word always, I do me. They said, do you, boo-boo. Guaranteed I'll be doing that forever. Flexing because I can, just showing stuff off because I got it. And trust, like I'm thankful, I'm aware that I'm blessed, I'm aware of the things I've been given. And so when I brag about, the things that I got, it's all in good love and good faith. Which is technically great, because after that day, I didn't look at all the videos afterwards, but I'm confident that I'm like this. And I'm not, because some of them, I see myself slow paced, and it's more of like an emotional, because I think like I said, I'm still trying to figure myself out. So as I'm still trying to figure myself out, I'm talking and I'm thinking and the thoughts are processing. Like a CPU. And this is another thing with another reference, which if I lose my original thought, it's fine. I also said ROM and RAM. A lot of people might not even know what I'm talking about if you say ROM and RAM. We're referencing computers, because computers have ROM and RAM, which is random access memory, and I forgot the other one, but let's put ROM right here. So my random access memory is freaking ridiculous, because I don't remember every single thing, but I guarantee you the things that I remember are so vivid and so stuck in my mind. My memories are so vivid. Going all the way back to when I flew out the car. I think I told you that story already. To the first time I heard thunder in my life. I got scared. I fell to the ground. Bumped my head very hard. And it was in Azusa, so I was either 3, 4, or 5. I didn't know what thunder was at the time, but it damn sure scared me. Memories like that. So let me just tell some more stories to tell my life. Because that's what I'm here for now, to tell my life. Because everything that happened in my life has a reflection of who I am today and how I am today. So at the time, Ontario, we moved from Azusa when I was 5. We lived in Ontario until I was 7. So there was a time when we lived in Ontario. Come on, dude. And I get home. So here's another thing about if you talk about kids today compared to kids back in the day. So if I'm 5, 6, 7 and I'm getting home, I'm assuming from school, and I'm by myself, because I'm home by myself, and I'm afraid to go inside my house. That's how I know I'm by myself, because I'm afraid to go inside. So we were in a mobile home at the time. So when I walk in the door, I always walk in, there was like a beehive, or I don't know if it was a single bee or like a little beehive with like several bees just kind of chilling, minding their own business. But I see a bee and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get stung, I'm gonna die. What's going on? So I'm just afraid to walk inside my door, so I don't go in my front door to get into my house because I'm afraid of the bee that's above the door. So I walk around to the other door because it's a mobile home, so there's 2 doors on both sides. So when I get to the other side, now I notice spider webs. Do I see an actual spider? I don't remember. But I clearly remember a spider web that was extremely in sight, and I didn't want to walk in that door either. So scared little me waited, I'm pretty sure, until my sister got home that day. And then when I finally had someone to go with me to get inside, I just felt protected, and I felt like, okay, I could go inside my house. So the smallest things like that, because my kid, Keanu, dude, he doesn't care what bug he sees, this dude will freaking try to kill it. He can see a wasp flying, and this dude will try to just jump up in the air and grab it and toss it. Because the fact that I was that scared of bugs at such a young age, I would not let anyone ever be terrified by a bug again if you're in my presence. Because it's just a tiny little thing, dude. And that's what I'm saying. I don't let anything fear me anymore. Like, nothing in this world can fear me anymore. I'm not afraid of it. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Because I've been through that. I'm grown and I understand it. And yes, bees could be dangerous. And yes, whatever animal or bug could be poisonous, etc., etc., etc. No, you don't mess with me no more. You do not. You do not. I'm also the type of person, side notes, if a black widow was across me right now, that black widow will do whatever the hell he has to do, as long as he doesn't touch me or come near me or try to even threaten me. If a black widow was in my house, no, you're dead. On sight. Almost like trespassing, right? Similar? Don't come on my property. Because I don't want you to scare my wife. I don't want you to scare my kids. I don't want you to scare anyone involved with me directly. If you're walking in front of my house and I see you on the little sidewalk in front of my house, cool, stay away. The second you're on my property, it's on sight. If I see a cockroach, don't nobody like roaches, right? If he's out here, I don't care. This is nature. You're in public. Live your life. Do not come to my house. That's how I feel about that. But legit though, these are all side notes, just telling you stories. To be like, oh wow, oh cool, oh I didn't know. Or maybe just help give people mindsets on what's important, what's not important, what to reflect on, what to appreciate, and just how to look at things. When I'm sitting here talking about something, and when I'm telling you about how I'm pissed off about my oil pressure and blah, 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 and then all of a sudden I can look out, and when I look over to the side, and I say, if my tire pressure keeps going flat, and I gotta fill it up every 2 to 3 days, I already know, because I'm the one sitting here, that I looked over at my Escalade. And that thought came to my mind that very moment. So if I'm telling you a story about how upset I am about the fact that my car has an oil leak, but I'm able to relate it to a tire that's going flat and tell you about fixing your problem within a relationship. So I'm talking about life and stories and my life, but I can relate it to so many different things so easily. Another reference that I love is when I talked about buying a house in Beverly Hills, because that was off the top of the dome too. And the references are just like freaking so extraordinary. That's what I wanted when I started, right? Extraordinary. I want to flow so fluently. I want to flow so extraordinary. Maybe I'll just quote it right here. Did my voice crack a little? What's her name? That's a like Mike reference. What's her name? That's why I want to just talk like this. Because I don't know what story's gonna come from it. But whatever I'm able to reference or whatever I'm able to put out in the world today could help so many people, so many different people in so many different ways. And that's what I want.